Morning everybody, Alex here from Snake Island Exotics, and the deliveries beat me here today because I'm a little bit late this morning. And so we've got Exo Terras, we've got two little ones, we've got a big one which is going to be set up for the yellow-headed geckos. We've got a box of invertebrates, we've got some cocoa fibre and leaves, we've got the insects, we've got a box of goodies. I've already opened the frozen food and put that in the fridge, and we've got a tank to build. So we've got a big day today. So I'll start cracking on, and when I build this and set it all up, I'll let you watch. And if there's anything cool in here, well, I'll show you. So hope you enjoyed the little unboxing video today, and I wonder what bugs we got. So I'll see you in a sec. So we've got the invertebrate box. So it's a big box for bugs, I have to admit. So we'll have a quick look. Got Excalibur, got trusty blade, and so what we've got in the box. So we've got loads and loads of stuff in. And we've got one little box inside. Yeah. So we'll do another one on this bad boy. Hope so. Sorry, the phone was ringing, so I've had to come and we're sorting it out now. So. And it's the snails. Oh, look at them. Them some good sized snails. Sorry. There we go. Albino giant land snails they are. So really nice size they've came in at. The young little girl should love them who's having these. Apparently she's been going around her garden collecting all the snails. So her mum said that since she's been a good little girl, she can have some proper snails that are going to grow massive. So I'll, if I start opening the rest of it, I'll give you a little sneak peek. And but I think that's all the animals for today. So we've got the big box now. Oh. So this should be some bits and bobs for the shop and bits and bobs of orders, I believe. So we've got, that's for the shop because you've seen I broke mine. So that's a new one for the shop. What's we got here? That's for the snails. So we've got another spray bottle. That is to go with the yellow-headed geckos when the person comes to collect all her stuff. So they can spray it down. Oh, we've got loads of bits and bobs. So there they got. There's the lights for the yellow-headed geckos. There's their heat mat. No, sorry, their thermostat. I've got another thermostat for that tank down there. This is a light for one of my tanks up there. And then we have the insectarium. These are cool, man. They got lights in them. They got a day and night sensor, so it turns blue at night time when you turn your lights off. Yeah, cracking little tanks these are for your bugs. So yeah, that's going to be a wildy. We get some stick insects or some mantises in there. Now if you remember, I wanted to order these the other week and I ended up where I'm now getting that bad boy. So I've actually got the right tanks for once. So these are the little 20s. Great for bugs and starting things off and that. So these are, one of them's for the shop, one of them's special order. And this tank down here is special order that I'm going to be building today. So I think most of the unboxing's done now, so I'm going to start building that for the lady, and we'll make it look nice and cool for her. So we'll crack on with that in a sec. So we're doing this bad boy today. It's the 30 by 45. It's having the yellow-headed geckos in it. So first job is we're going to put the bio balls in. We don't need any mesh on top because we're not having a waterfall. So it's literally just going to be water drainage and for roots to go into. So we're going to whack a load of that in first. Oh, I've got to take the top off, haven't I? That would help, wouldn't it? So then we're going to crack her open. It's taped shut. We need to cut it open. There we go. Get that off with a bit of the glue remover I've got. We don't want, no, we want some nice clean glass. There we go. Oh. So we're just going to bosh a load of this in. So I've gone for about half the bag. We'll spread that out first. That's only gone to a little thin layer. So we're going to put another load in. I think I might end up using the whole bag, just so I know I've got enough drainage and enough height as well. There we go. That's a lot better, look. There we go. So it goes about ½ inch to an inch is about perfect. So a nice deep water layer. And then so we're going to do, I've got my cocoa fibre all soaking. They'll be ready in a minute. And then we'll put that in, do some little barriers and stuff, some little climbing areas, and we'll put the plants in, and then we can go from there. So give me a couple of minutes and then we'll get it all sorted for you. So there we are, it's all mixed. Now it's not drenched, it's nice and dry, so I can squeeze it and only a little bit of water comes out. See a couple of drops? See, and we want it quite dry, we do, because they don't want it super damp. So that'd be perfect now for the plants to grow. So we're just going to put a thin layer on top first. We can leave the back a bit. So we do a front layer at the front, because this is going to be where they actually can walk around on the floor. Sorry, I've moved my camera a bit. So that's going to be our little front bit. And then I'm going to start building up this back area. And then we're going to have some more plants up there, and I might have a little plant at the bottom layer down here. And this is going to be all leaf litter and stuff like that. So I'm going to crack on, get some of the bark. So it'll be one of these that I will cut to shape. If you are cutting it, don't cut it like that, cut it like that. So if you cut it like that, you keep all the jagged edges and you can't see the cut line, if you know what I mean. So if it's like, you cut it dead straight, you can see it, but if you tilted it, it doesn't look like you've actually cut it. If you had it dead straight, you can tell you've cut it. So I think I'm going to use this piece here, so it's nice and small, and then that's what we got. That looks pretty good. You can use that, and then yeah, so I'm going to start cutting this, and then I'll show you what I've done afterwards. So in the end, it snapped in half, which is nice. So we've got these pieces now. So I think they're going to be a bit big, to be fair. Yeah, I'd like a smaller one, so then I could build it up a bit further up afterwards. So I'm going to see if I can find some smaller bits, so we can make a little smaller little bank. I just found myself this little piece, and I think that is going to be perfect there for that. I'm going to get smaller pieces down here, which I think something like that's going to be perfect. Just a little layer there. One more, I think. One more little piece. Have we got a little piece anywhere? One more little piece. Can we break it off? There we go, perfect. So there we go, that's going to be our first little layer. So we're going to fill this up with dirt now. I think we're going to have a small plant down there, I think. And that's going to be our first little pot. We might have one up here, and we're going to have another bit rising up. We're bringing it all forward that little bit more, just to make it look right. There we go, so we've got enough room to do everything. I might need more cocoa fibre, so I might need to break into another brick. It's all about raising up layers and for putting your plants in. So I'm going to have a look at the plants. So, so it wants to be quite sturdy. These are quite nice, the mosses. I think we're going to give her a mossy one at the bottom. Oh, I think that's going to look the part. So what we're going to do, we're going to close this up a bit. And dig a little hole in the substrate. And then we can pop that down there then. So I'll unpot it. There we go. And then we can just break up the roots a little bit like I showed you before. And then we just plonk that down in there then. Like so. There we go, and that's our first little planting. Well, little bits came off. That's no good. Put that down there. So we want to fill this up a bit more. And then we can have some more plants in there. I think I might take they've got a nice brom in their tank. I might take that out and give them that as well. Yeah, pretty sure I'm going to need another cocoa brick. So we might have to do a pause and come back while we wait for it to soak. Because I'm nearly out. So, and we're going to be, I think this is going to come up to here. And then we'll have some more little plants around there maybe. And then we're going to have another taller one here with a plant at the top. And then we're going to have some wood coming up here. So I think that looked really good. So I'm going to go do some more of this cocoa fibre and then we'll be back. So we've got even more now. Oh, freshly mixed. So we're just going to plonk all this back here. So we've got a nice layer back there now. Now what I'm thinking is something like that. And then build up around it, have a plant at the back over here. I think that'd be quite cool. I might try and get it higher up if I can. Maybe do it that way. Yeah, I want it to try and look quite cool. That might be quite good. It's like a little ramp up there, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure. So we're going to carry on building this up, put some plants in, and then we can see where we can get this in. So there's different ways we can have it. Yeah, I'll fill this up a tiny bit more, get some more plants, and then I'll show you where we are from there. So what I've done, I've added this little plant here, and then I think we're going to go like this, have that there, and then I'm thinking something like that. And then we can have maybe a plant poking out of here. Yes, we'd have to fill all this up with the substrate, put some plants, and then we'd have that big rock, that big piece of wood. So I'm going to fill that up with the soil, and then once I've filled that up, we'll plonk the wood on. There we go. I've just put that piece in there, filled it up, and we've put a fern in there, and then this is what I'm planning on having. So the fern all comes out like that, and I think that looks quite cool. So we're gonna have to add springtails. We're gonna have to add moss. Actually, I'm thinking of doing leaf litter instead of moss because it doesn't have to stay as damp. It's not a frog tank or anything like that. So I think they'll like that, and all they'll have to do when they take it home is lift this out so it doesn't fall anywhere, and as soon as they get back, they can just plonk it back on. So I think that's going to be really cool for them. I think the geckos are going to love it. Come on, we want all the bush outside. That's it. There we go. We've got to put one of the little lights on. So it'll be one of these. And then they've got a heat mat that's over there, and then they've got the thermostat that's down there as well. So that's going to be on the top, lighting down, and then so on and so forth. So we can get some leaf litter, scatter that about, get some spring tiles, and we'll do that as well. So we've added the spring tiles. I'm going to crawl around. And I've got my little box of leaves. Literally scattered leaves. Scatter leaves. Literally, we just chuck them around willy-nilly like that, and it makes it look like it's at the bottom of the rainforest. So there we go, that's the little setup we've set up today. So they can come and collect it now. Fingers crossed they like it, and fingers crossed the geckos like it. So there we go. I'll send them some photos and see what they think. I couldn't resist. It needed to go there. I think that looks the part now. It looked a bit empty up the top. So that should grow up now, come up and over. Yeah, I think that makes it look a lot better. It looked a bit empty at the top. So yeah, I like that a lot more. So fingers crossed they enjoy it. I'm sorry everybody, I forgot to do the goodbye clip at the shop. So you got goodbye clip from home. She did ask me to change the fern to a brom, which is fine. She preferred the brom, which is her decision, so she can have the brom, that's no problem at all. So she's happy, she's come and collected, all done and sorted. Yeah, so if you want to watch another video of mine, there should be a little box there. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, there should be a little circle there. Please like, subscribe and comment. It all helps contribute to the channel. And I'll see you in the future. Bye.